Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the airplane mode, and today I'm gonna talk about a real good article that I read. An individual has not begun to live until he can rise above the narrow horizons of his particular individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. And this is one of the big problems of life, that so many people never quite get to the point of rising above self. So they end up the tragic victims of self-centeredness. They are the people who live an eternal I. They start out, the minute you talk with them, talking about what they can do, what they have done, where they have been, and who they know. They are the people who can tell you in a few seconds how many degrees they have, and where they went to school, and how much money they have. Now, we can say to a certain extent that persons in this situation are persons who have never really grown up. They are still children. For you, see, a child is inevitably necessarily egocentric. He is a bundle of his own sensations and clamoring to be cared for. When people become mature, they are to rise above this. Honestly, when one matures, he turns himself to higher loyalties. He gives himself to something outside of himself. He gives himself to causes that he lives for, and sometimes will even die for. He comes to the point that now he can rise above his individualistic concerns. And so you see people who are apparently selfish. It isn't merely an ethical issue, but it's a psychological issue. They are the victims of arrested developments, and they are still children. They haven't grown up. Yes, they haven't. And the individual who is self-centered, the individual who is egocentric, ends up being very sensitive, very touchy person. These are the people you have to handle with kid gloves. Like, they are too absorbed in self, and anything gets them off. Anything makes them angry. That even leads to the point that an individual is not capable of facing trouble, like the hard moments of life. These are the people who cannot face disappointments. These are the people who cannot face being defeated. These are the people who cannot face being criticized. Neither they can handle failures. There are persons who come to the point that they are so self-centered that they end up with a persecution complex, and the end result is insanity. They end up thinking that the universe stands against them, that everybody is against them. Now, honestly, one will definitely inevitably raise the question, like, how then do we conquer self-centeredness? How do we get away from this thing that we call self-centeredness? All human beings have a desire to belong and to feel significant and important. And the way to solve this problem is not to drown out the ego, but to find your sense of importance in something outside of yourself. Sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's a great cause, it's a great loyalty, but give yourself to that something and life becomes meaningful. Yes, it does. You conquer self-centeredness by coming to the point of seeing that no matter where you stand, no matter how much popularity you have, no matter how much education you have, no matter how much money you have it because somebody in this universe helped you get it. And you discover that you have your position because of the events of history and because of individuals in the background making it possible for you to stand there. Yes, right, so this is all I had to say. And please comment your views in the comment section below, and I would really appreciate that if you'll do it, if you like my video, and let me know which are the topics that you would like me to discuss on. I'll really be pleased to know that. Thank you so much for watching, and please hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends if you feel like. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care.